I'd like to invite my female co-founders, Yip and Maira, for 10 minutes on stage to share their journey. They have been traveling the world on a road trip, really, well, an air trip, really, to talk about what it means to build collaborative economies, which is what the Unit Network is powered to do. So I'd like to invite Maira and Diep on stage just to answer some questions, share their story, their journey. These are women in blockchain. These are women who are changing the landscape of what is happening globally, and they are courageous, and they've been doing some great work in this space. So welcome. And by the way, I met them for the first time in the flesh today. Yes. All right. Have a seat, ladies, and we'll just take 10 minutes of your time. All right. So maybe share a little bit about what Unit's been doing in different parts of the world for the last couple of months. You were just in your hometown, Rio. Yeah. And I know that you had beautiful community gatherings. There were lots of questions in the blockchain space. People are jumping on board this bandwagon of what it means to collaborate and to really drive value for themselves and their communities. So maybe share a little bit about your experience in Rio, and then we can touch on, I know after that, you all flew? No, you didn't fly to Barcelona, did you?
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, some of the team flew to Barcelona. I know Yip did for the Avalanche gathering and the Her DAO gathering, right? So we can talk about that. So Maira, maybe you start and share a little bit about Rio, and then we'll go over to Yip and talk about Barcelona.
Thank you, thank you. Can you guys hear me? Now it is. Okay, thank you, first of all, and congratulations for today. Everything is so well done. The conversations are beyond interesting. I'm learning so much and so happy to meet and network with amazing women and know more about Dubai. Congratulations, it's beautiful.
It's for all of us. We're doing it together. We're always in it together.
Yeah. Like Ken was saying, I think community is one of the most important parts of Unit. And we use it to call our channels on social media Unit Global, because we really think our community is global, and that's going to be the differential for our platform, that we have this network effect, this strong community base. And we decided to go on this air show, to really get to know our community in different cities and grow our community, and is doing this here in Dubai, so perfectly done. And we went to Rio, and was actually the first time that I got involved with the crypto space in Brazil, because I'm not living there in a while. And it was really special to me to see the projects and how Web3 is helping people really change what is not good right now in the world that we are living. Web3 is full of dreamers, full of women and men that wants to change the world for the better. And it's really special to see these dreamers like building probably what will be the economy of the future. We had like 2 events like this in Rio, and it was really special. A different environment. The second one, we ended up with Brazilian barbecue and a party. Very different.
That sounds very appealing.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Very different environment. And then we went to Barcelona. We had this amazing event in this art gallery. It's so special to me. I'm a world traveler, I always was. To see like different cities, but see people gathering with an intention of doing something really special. That's it.
Thank you.
I'm not a talker, guys.
Maira is a doer. Thanks so much, Maira.
Thank you.
Yep. Share a little bit about how this journey has been for you as well. You've been flying around with the team. You've been meeting so many blockchain communities. and also talk a little bit about her DAO, because we are at the Women Business Council here, and this will be relevant to you in regard to what's happening to build these female funds, these economies that power the feminine, right? So Yep, share a little bit about your journey traveling, as well as a little bit about her DAO.
Yeah, of course. Just for me to understand better how to share my story with you, who of you is already engaged in the Web3 or in the blockchain space? Okay, a few of you. Wow, that's super amazing. I think it's so important, and I feel very grateful that you are here today, sharing your presence, your time with us, and engaging in this community discussion about the future of the world, actually, the future of technology, the future of female participation. We are at a stage of the industry where we actually have the great opportunity to still shape the industry. It's really crazy. I don't know if you followed, how the internet became everyday part of our lives, how the mobile phone and video technology, like video communication in a globalized world, became everyday over the past decade. So it's quite a new technology, right? The iPhone came out 2008. That was maybe 14 years ago, and it radically transformed the way we communicate with each other. And we are at this point in history again, as we are speaking right now, where we are at the cusp of something that will revolutionize or completely transform our everyday lives. And if we don't participate as women in the shaping of that movement, then basically what happens is in 10, 15 years, we end up where we are today, negotiating with our male counterparts as to how much salary we should deserve, how many seats in the boardroom we should deserve. And it's actually too late. Right, so we slept or we missed out participating in one revolution already, and now we have the chance to be part of the second revolution, as I call it. And that's why I'm so passionate about speaking and supporting other women, becoming investors, participants and builders in this Web3 economy. Because right now is where the value is being created. And while the value is being created, there's a few responsibilities that we have. One is to make sure our voice is being heard. Second is to make sure that we also take our fair share of this pie that is being created, so that we are in a position where we also participate in these upsides, this alpha that is being created currently in the economy, so that we can reinvest into the other ventures that we care about, into the impact ventures that we care about. If we don't participate, if we don't build, if we don't shape the ecosystem, then there's nothing we can claim and reinvest. And then we end at a stage where we just ask men and ask government to give us a seat at the boardroom. I hopefully think that in 10 years we don't look back and think, oh no, we missed another train. So this is what I've been doing for the past 2-3 years, together with Maira, together with Anne, to make sure that women are represented in the blockchain economy of tomorrow. And the way we do so at UNIT is, for sure, we are 3 co-founders here, and second, we build education, blockchain education. So we have this UNIT Masters blockchain education program where we teach basic blockchain literacy. Because without literacy, it's very difficult to participate and be fluent and negotiate and shape on eye level with male counterparts who have been in technology for a little bit longer than we have. But the good news is that blockchain is so young. Blockchain is still in its infancy. So there's not so much to catch up on. It's not like AI or something where if you step in now, it's already a bit late. If you step in now in blockchain, you're still part of the top 5% of the world who actually know how to use that system and who can have significant impact. When you think about the blockchain industry, we are in infancy state. It's like a little baby, not even a toddler yet, in my view. And babies need a lot of care. What you give to the baby and the way you raise the baby right now is actually the way the baby will grow, the impressions it makes, and the way it will become. So that's our sweet spot to get in and to shape it. And we've been doing it in partnerships with different organizations. So we partner, for example, with HerDAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization focused on bringing more women into development, into developer roles, because we still need a few tech people on the side. As the industry matures, we also need more marketing people, PR people, communication people, designers, UX, UI. So this is more the roles where women feel at home more naturally. Community builders, for example, that's the next step to bring blockchain to mainstream adoption. And our big vision, or our big vision at UNIT is to close the wealth inequity gap, and also to close gender pay gap, inequitability gap. One way to do that is through education. So thereby, I just wanted to say I'm super, super grateful that you are here today so that we can have this discussion and learn from each other, through each other. The second way to bring equitability to the industry is by sponsoring women. One of the speakers, the female speakers mentioned earlier, we have to support each other also financially. So we do need to support open doors, sponsor events. If we have the chance to support, mentor, coach female entrepreneurs, then let's do it. Also, if we have the chance to curate more female investors, because if there's no female investors at the cap tables, then basically all the money, all the wealth that is being made is in the hands of non-women. Right? So then we are left behind again, and it's like a cumulative impact. And the third way is just to be ambassadors, to help each other, like to open doors for each other and new people to join in, to host these community events and make sure our voices are being heard. And this is, I think, what we've been doing across the past few years, just touring across the globe, attending blockchain conferences, creating places like today, where we give speaker opportunities to women. I think 50% of the speakers today were women. This is very, very rare in blockchain. When you go to blockchain conferences, maybe 5% of the participants are women. But if women are not speaking, what happens is that they never become good speakers, because speaking is just a matter of practice, right? If we're not on panels, over time, we don't catch up in the level of proficiency, in the level of debate skills, in the level of speaking skills that we need in order to get the keynote speaking engagements, get seen, just get the reach that we need in order to show that the world actually can be equitable. And the cool thing really with blockchain is it's just so early that there's a lot to gain. And it's time to, I think, to step into that movement right now. And that's why I just feel very, very grateful that we're here and representing blockchain in Dubai at the Women's Business Council. Thank you all.
That was an amazing recap, Yip, of what UNIT's been doing over the past years, and the road show or the air show that you've had for a while, going to different countries. What would you say is happening with the HerDAO? Maybe tell the audience a little bit about the HerDAO.
Yeah, we started. So HerDAO was an initiative that just started in November. It's called HerDAO because it's a decentralized autonomous organization focused on bringing more women into Web3. We started off as a developer DAO, but then we realized it's so much more than just development that is needed. So we broadened up the scope. And what we're doing now is creating sponsorship opportunities to bring women into conferences so that they can build the business networks. If you are currently not participating in the conferences in your industry, then you're missing out on all the networking and business deal closing opportunities, because everything is happening in real life. At these conferences, you meet all the people who in 2 years will run the unicorns of tech. When we look at the market cap sizes of the largest companies in the world, most of them are actually tech companies. It's the Amazons, the Googles, the Metas, all these big tech companies, mostly from Silicon Valley, that are the largest market cap companies in the world. If we project that 10 years into the future, in my belief, that will be blockchain-driven companies. It will be projects like Ethereum, maybe Unit, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually already on number 8, I think, in the list of largest market caps in the world. And when you think about even the GDP of Dubai, it's probably about 100 billion US dollars, something like this. Ethereum alone is 500 billion US dollars right now. a company that even is not a company, it's a decentralized autonomous organization. So when we actually think about what needs to be done is we need to bring women into the position to become decision makers and budget holders in these environments. And that is possible only if we bring them into the conferences right now, as we're doing today, and as we're sponsoring women to attend conferences across the globe so that they can catch up and have a foothold in the door. So what we've done is in Denver, we brought 150 women to the conferences, so we raised about $200,000. Then we brought a few women to Rio, we brought a few women to Avalanche Summit in Barcelona, and not only do we bring them there, but we have dedicated hacker houses, because women have different needs than men. So when we basically bring the women and onboard them into the ecosystem, we make sure we have a holistic program. So in Denver, for example, we created the first holistic hacker house, which is a hacker house is a place where women can sit together and develop solutions to solve technical challenges in the blockchain space. And our hacker houses in the morning had yoga sessions, then they had coaching sessions, they had meditation sessions, so that women can feel and flow in a safe environment. And we're going to roll this out on a larger scale. Currently, we're just raising funds to build more of these hacker houses across the globe in different conferences. The next one is in Amsterdam. We'll have a delegation in Paris, just to make sure in every hacker house, women have a safe space to go, to connect, to recharge, and also to develop projects. So it's not only about women sitting and meditating and talking, but also really developing products, participating in competitions. So our teams actually win hackathons. The last one was in Barcelona 2 days ago, and we had a team that won 2 or 3 prizes. And when you think of a situation in which there's only 5% women in the industry in general, but about 10% women winning in competitions, then that's a success, right? Because it shows on the bottom line. It shows that women can onboard very, very fast. It shows that women can create value in a very competitive way without needing quotas and so on and so forth, if we can bring them into the ecosystem very soon. And that needs a little bit of support in the beginning. It's investment into a more equitable future. Because mostly women right now are not in a position yet that they can have flexibility in terms of funds to just buy a flight ticket to go to some conference and then pay for hotel nights. It's quite expensive to be here in Dubai, right? For attending a conference like this, you would have to budget at least $1,000 to $2,000, and it's not something we can pay off the pocket if we haven't been in the investment scene or in very well-paid jobs before. And if we want more women, then we have to make it more easy for them to join, so that the first generation of women can then go and support the second generation of women. And in blockchain, it goes so fast. After 18 months or something in this space, you can actually be top of the game. After 4 months in the ecosystem, if you put a little bit of time and efforts to learn about the ecosystem, you can actually graduate and be like a C-level position in a blockchain, in an established blockchain project. I've had graduates who became CEOs of crypto funds. So it's not like, wow, you have to invest 10 years, because the industry is only 10 years. So it's sufficient if you invest 4 to 6 months to go a decent long way into the blockchain ecosystem. So if anybody wants to bring their friends, or they themselves want to know what is the most effective way to onboard the ecosystem, we are here and we can answer any individual questions.
Thank you so much, Yep. I'd also like to add that the flagship program that UNIT's designed, which is the UNIT Masters program, is a place you can start, right? And there's, the last statistic said there was 45% of women who signed up to UNIT Masters, and that says a lot, is that there's a lot of curiosity, and really it's a beautiful thing to see on a Zoom call when you have, you're looking at a blockchain community or a group of people who want to learn about the blockchain community, and you see majority of them being women. It says a lot for the way that things are transforming and shifting right now. So thank you so much, ladies. We're going to get into the next session. It's been great having you on stage.
Thank you.
And having you in Dubai.